1, 2, 3. Hello YouTube friends, Moses Kim here, and if you're looking to fly into South Korea anytime soon, you're lucky because today I will be talking about my experience of flying into South Korea and experiencing the quarantine process here in this country. If you've been watching my Alaskan vlog videos, you'll know that I had gone to Alaska and my time there was coming to a close. After saying goodbye to my friends, enjoying my amazing sandwich, and once again saying goodbye to my furry friends, I hopped into the plane, and this time I had the soy sauce braised beef. Last time I had the vegan pasta, and nothing against vegan food, but the one I had was just you know. And after many hours in the plane, it was hello Korea, landing in the land of the morning calm. I'm probably biased to say this, but I think Incheon International Airport is the cleanest and most convenient airport in the world. Once again, I'm biased, so don't take my word for it. So now the important part. After I landed in Incheon International Airport, there was a staff member that came and told me to download this app that you're seeing on the screen. And on the app, you have to put in your name, your contact number, and the city that you will be going to. And this is important because through this app, the local authorities will be tracking your movement and tracking your quarantine for the next 14 days. So yes, Big Brother is watching you, so download that app. Just joking, but I think this is the reason why Korea's done a fairly good job of containing COVID-19, especially the spread coming in from people flying in from other countries. Super tip here, if you download the app before you hop on the plane from your departing country, it will make the screening process a lot quicker. So once you download the app and you have all your information filled in, you go to the officer who will be checking your app, your information, and make sure that you have no COVID-19 symptoms. And once they check that you're not heating up like a hot air balloon, then they will let you go free to roam the airport like a wild African lion. No, they will not. I'm just joking. They will lead you to this designated area, and you will be made to wait there. Kind of feels like detention from high school, actually. And when there's enough people, they'll escort you to the shuttle bus. Now, unless you have someone picking you up privately from the airport directly, of course, while adhering to the COVID-19 quarantine protocol, or you rent out a personal van, a special van, then really the only way to go to other regions in Korea is through the Korean high-speed train system called the KTX. And in order to go to the KTX station, which is Gwangmyeong Station, the closest one from the Incheon International Airport, you have to get on the airport shuttle bus. And throughout the whole way from the airport to the shuttle bus to the train station and ultimately to your house or to the place that you will be quarantining in, you will be isolated from the rest of Korea. That's the objective here. Currently, this is probably the only route that will be available for you to take the shuttle bus to Gwangmyeong Station, and from the high-speed KTX Gwangmyeong Station, go to your respective regions, whether it be Busan, Ulsan, Daegu, or wherever. And once you arrive to Gwangmyeong Station by your shuttle bus, once again, the Gwangmyeong Station staff will escort you as you get off the bus into a designated elevator and onto a ticket buying cashier, where only, once again, those who are arriving from international flights are allowed to be at. And once again, after buying my ticket, I was led to this designated resting area where I think I waited for about 30 minutes until they called my train. So I got on the train. In the train, there will be a special cart that is designated once again for only the international passengers flying in from a different country. So you will get a special cart for yourself and the other passengers flying in around the similar time, and you can't move to different carts while the train is moving. And don't worry, there is a bathroom attached to the cart, but once you're in that cart, you won't be able to move to different carts where other local passengers will be staying in. And about 2 hours for me, I arrived in Ulsan KTX station, and the staff there, once again in their medical suits, fully decked out, were waiting for me as I got off my train. I felt like a criminal that was a threat to national security. I wasn't offended. It actually kind of made me feel important, you know? Anyway, if you have a family member or someone picking you up while adhering to COVID-19 quarantine guidelines in their personal car, then they can pick you up in the KTX station of the city that you are going to. But if not, the local authorities will set up a ride for you, whether it's a personal car. I've heard someone being escorted by an ambulance. In my case, in Ulsan, the local authorities had set up a bus for us to get on. And once we got on the bus, the driver just let me out on the main road that was closest to my house, and I just walked back to my house with my bags. Now, some cities, I think, they conduct a COVID-19 testing right before you enter your home or facility and start your 14-day quarantine. However, in Ulsan, they did not do that. However, the next day in the morning, the local authorities came to escort me once again to the local clinic to get me tested for the COVID-19 virus. That is for the next video, so if you want to see that, you know what you need to do. That's right. I'm not gonna say it, but you know it. And that is it. I hope that was useful information to you, and hope to see you guys again next time. Peace.